And 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Alright, so we're back to a few beers in a shot. Today's beer of the day is Old Time.
Cold Time.
Cold Time. I
You
said cold.
You said Old Time.
The C was silent for
Oh,
me.
okay.
Cold Time.
Cold
All I
Time.
see is that OLB.
Well, here, let me turn around for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. I can see it. Cold Time from Revolution, which we've talked about before, Revolution.
Yes, we have.
We haven't tried this beer. So, it's brewed low and slow, says on the can.
Yep, it is a premium lager, 4.8% alcohol by volume,
That's not bad at all.
and made in Chicago.
Made in Chicago, Revolution Brewing.
And the only unfortunate thing about Revolution Brewing, what we found out a couple weeks ago, that their brew pub is closing down,
Yeah.
and that they're only going to be doing actual distribution. But they do a lot of distribution, so
Yeah.
I know they're what is it? Their IPAs. They sell a lot of Antihero
Yeah.
and all those. So I mean, they do really good on that. I've never had this before. I've seen it, and I've always wanted to try it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just like, I'll get to it one day.
Well, it looks, the can's pretty straightforward, generic. I like it. You know, so.
I like it. It catches my eye. 'Cause
Yeah.
I like the color scheme.
Yeah.
And I wish that if it had, all right, so especially like this side,
Mm-hmm.
if it was more like the Chicago flag,
Yeah.
like I think that would really stand out more. Like I like this because it looks like, you know,
It's got the colors for it.
like you grab an old cold, you know,
An old cold
beer out of the fridge, like your dad's fridge, and you'd be like,
Yeah.
this is what he would be drinking, like just looking at it. Especially like with the like his like the vintage vibe.
Yeah, that's that's what I got from it. It's it looks vintagey, like
But I feel like this
something you'd steal from your dad's fridge.
this side should have been like the Chicago flag. I think.
Well,
I just think it would have been cool.
it's got the star up there.
True.
It's got one.
Well, let's test this bad boy out.
Yeah, let's see.
Smells pretty
Smells
good,
beer.
like a lager.
It smells beery. Let's try this out. Mm-hmm.
Hang on, there's some food in my
Food.
yeah. There's some food in this cup.
Let's drink out of the can.
Nah, I feel like this one needs to feel like you're drinking it like on draft at a bar
Yeah.
with some tavern style pizza.
Ooh.
A whole bunch of smoke in the air from the old days when you could smoke in bars, and then like some
you
sports
don't smoke, so
No, but it was a thing at the bar,
yeah. Smell the smoky smell at least. Yeah.
or like you're like, why are these people in here? Go stand outside.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is so gross, but I'm not gonna leave.
So it's Cold Time beer. Let's look it up really quick. Cold Time. There it is.
Cold Time is a clean, flavorful premium lager brewed for the moment. We can reward ourselves with an ice cold beer made with pure water from the Great Lakes.
Hell yeah.
Enough said.
Enough said. You know what? And it's Cold Time beer because it's cold outside.
Exactly.
So cheers. Let's try this out.
Hang on, there's like floaties all in here, dude.
Yeah.
You did not do a good job of cleaning these glasses.
No, thanks for. Here, I'll trade you.
No, that's good. No, you got it on yours too.
No, I don't.
Right on the
Right.
no, look at the no.
That's a stain, dude.
No. Right
Here?
there. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers. All right. I like it, but at the same time, I don't.
Why not?
I don't like the aftertaste. That initial taste, I like, but then it has like that.
Like you burped it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's beer for you.
I mean, it's good. I feel like it, even though it is pretty cold, I feel like it needs to be colder.
Like ice cold?
Yeah. Like
Maybe.
if it was snowing outside,
And just
put it in the snow for
Yeah.
like 10 minutes and then go back to it.
Yeah.
I feel like it would
it's a good idea for a commercial.
Yeah, and I feel like that would be better. Like I could drink this. I could drink this all day, but I feel like for me,
Yeah.
it needs to be colder.
Yeah.
And as far as the flavor goes, I mean,
Flavor's not bad for me.
the best way I can explain it, it definitely has that lager taste to it. Like when you know you're drinking a lager, kind of like, actually the vibes that it gives me, and I don't know if this is either a compliment or a diss.
Yeah.
It tastes like Amstel Light to me. Like this tastes imported. It doesn't taste like a domestic to me.
To me, it tastes a little
like that back flavor.
Yeah.
Like I know you sip, but like take like a big drink of it.
I took one,
and it kind of has like a more imported feel to me, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Depends on the import.
Well, but I feel like this is like one from like Holland, like a Dutch kind of imported beer.
Yeah.
And I like Amstel. Yeah. And that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting from it. Mm. But like I said, for me, I just need to have it a little bit colder.
Does beer go bad being cold? Ooh, that's a good question. Truth is, it is not really a big deal unless you are going to cellar your beer. Hoppy beer is more sensitive to temperature swings between 1 and 2 times of cold back to room temperature. Won't affect the flavor if you're going to consume the beer in the next 30 to 45 days. Well, that's a nugget of information for you. But yeah, it's something I would drink this at a bar. It's a little bit stronger than the Ultras, but it's got that taste. Like it's a lager,
And that's why I said I have that Amstel Light feel to it.
Yeah.
Because when I would drink that all the time, dude, this is exactly the same feel that I get. Mm-hmm. Is that just like that imported feel at the end where you're like, this doesn't taste domestic.
Right.
Not in a bad way, in a good way.
Yeah.
And then whatever you left in these glasses is giving it a different kind of flavor too.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
I don't know what this is.
It's old beer from previous times.
I don't know. The one looked like it was like cake.
No,
or cookies or something.
It might be a little piece of that stout I was drinking. It didn't wash off the stain.
Pink?
No, not
pink. That was pink.
It might have decolored.
Okay.
Anywho, topic of today, man, was the big 4-0 coming up.
Well, when this episode airs, I'll already be 40.
Yes.
So, yes, I will be turning 40 years old on Pearl Harbor Day.
On what day?
Pearl Harbor Day, December 7th.
Yes.
The day of infamy.
So let me be the first to say happy pre- and post-birthday, since this will be recorded before and it'll come out after.
There you go. That works.
Yeah.
It's going to be a nice, chill birthday for me.
Yeah.
I hope so. I don't want any surprises.
No. I don't think I've ever had a surprise birthday. Like, people have tried, I'm just like, I don't,
Well, there was one year, a couple of years ago, I was supposed to have a surprise birthday party, but then I got COVID.
I remember that.
And I was sitting at home, and I was getting ready for work, and I was cooking dinner, and I'm like, man, I can't smell if dinner's ready. And I'm looking, I'm like, all right, take a piece of the sausage out, and I'm eating it. I'm like, man, this sausage is really bland.
It's gone bad.
So then I put some mustard on it. Nothing. I'm like, how do I not taste mustard? I'm like, this is strange.
Yeah.
So then I go and get a bottle of hot sauce. Drink a bottle of hot sauce. Still nothing. Go get some soy sauce.
You drink
nothing.
A bottle of hot sauce?
Well, not a whole bottle. I drank out of the bottle.
Yeah,
and then it had some of, Who's Your Sister sauce.
And it didn't burn or
nothing, dude. It didn't burn. It didn't taste like nothing. So then I called in.
It would have been a perfect time to go on Hot Ones.
Well, dude, so while I didn't have my taste or smell, so I called in sick. Yeah. Or I called them. I'm like, hey, I can't taste or smell anything. They're like, don't fucking come to work.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So I got 2 weeks off.
Mm-hmm.
But I then make a phone call and I'm like, hey, I got COVID. And the next thing I hear is, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, what? It's like, oh man, you ruined all my plans. I'm like, what plans? I don't even. What are you talking about? It's like, I had a surprise birthday party for you. Now I got to call everybody and tell them that you got COVID and it ain't happening.
I remember that.
I'm like, oh, that sucks. I'm like, that's why I don't want surprise birthday parties. So I'm like, works out for me. 2 weeks at home, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But then, because I had no taste or smell, I did do the one chip challenge, and I was completely fine.
Did you really?
I sat there and ate it, and everybody was like, what are you doing? I'm like, what? I'm like, I can't taste or smell it, so. And it was hot, but like it didn't affect me.
Yeah.
Like I knew it was there, but I couldn't like.
I remember I tried one of those blue chips, but a little one, like a little piece. Somebody broke me off a little, but that thing was fucking hot.
I ate the whole thing, dude.
No, I like to taste my food.
Yeah, I ate the whole thing, but it did give me the hiccups.
Yeah. Like I can't do well, I can, but like I think the highest I'll go is like mango habanero, like from B-Dubs. That's pretty hot, and I'm all the way do like
Sweet, dude.
I'm not a big like. I like to taste my food. I don't like my lips to get all fucking puffy and get all like. I'm like, no, that's not for me, dude. I like to enjoy my food. I like it tangy. I do like to get hot, but not like that. Like where I'm perspirating already or sweating or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hate that shit.
I did do the last dab from Hot Ones.
Did you?
That was hot, dude. That was not cool at all. Like I put some like we did. I bought. They had, actually, was it last Christmas? 2 Christmases ago. They had like a gift set of Hot One sauces, and it was like 4 of them, plus the last dab was in a bottle like this big.
Yeah.
So I had those sauces, and like, they're really, really good. And I waited on the last dab. I'm like, ah.
Did you do all the sauces, though? Or
Yeah, like I ate all those.
Yeah.
But then it was a friend's giving, and I made they all wanted me to make my chicken wings. So I'm like, okay. So I made my chicken wings, and I made the sauce that I put on there, had them on there, and then I put a few on the side, and I put the last dab on those, and I didn't tell nobody.
That's mean.
And then one guy, who you know, I won't say his name, but he's all like, oh man, that's nothing, I can handle that, I'll do it, takes one bite, oh, I shouldn't have done this, oh, this is brutal.
Did he go on the bachelor trip?
Yes.
I think I know who it is.
Well, we could save that for off the air.
Okay, without giving too much away, did he make the salsa that his wife
made? No.
Okay.
He did not make the salsa. He did not make the salsa.
Okay.
Yes. That's another good time with talking about that, dude.
Yeah.
I was getting pictures for like a week of the prep of the salsa.
Those wraps were fucking good, though.
Dude, yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're really good.
And the salsa was good, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The salsa was awesome.
Yeah, the salsa that he made.
Yes.
But, so yeah, he tried the last dab with the chicken, and he's like, oh, I can't handle this.
He was really good at eating fucking spicy food as Phil. He loves that shit.
Oh, dude. I remember when his dad would cook, my eyes would like burn, and my skin would be melting off my face.
I don't remember his dad cooking. I remember his mom cooking.
Oh no! Dude, his dad would cook the Asian food, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, when he would bust out that dirty ass, nasty looking wok that like was never cleaned. And dude, I remember the one day I was there. Phil wasn't there. I was with Kevin. And dude, his dad put like I couldn't even tell you how many peppers, chilies in that thing. It was like it was like no meat, no nothing else. It was literally like chilies and rice.
It's like, you want to try my chili? This is real chili.
I had to leave. I looked at Kevin like, bro, I gotta stand outside.
Well,
like,
it's the same thing. Like when even with the like when my mom makes the tamales with the red peppers, the dried out peppers, and she fucking like you had to boil them and shit.
Yeah.
The whole house things. When she makes salsas, or even when Hector comes up and he likes to cook, he's a big cook guy. He cooks like everything's like spicy. You can smell the fucking pepper upstairs, and you're like, "Ooh, hey man, what's up? You cooking?"
See,
I think it's just like the peppers in general. Whoever's cooking.
But I use jalapenos a lot and habaneros and stuff, and it doesn't get me like that.
No,
not cooking, but except like. I mean, he literally used like a whole pound of freaking peppers, dude. Yeah. I remember the whole wok was full. And he's just like, whoosh. I'm like, oh, what's in there? And he's just like, peppers. I'm like, and? peppers.
Yeah.
And he just literally poured it over some rice, and then just sat there and ate it all. And then just, like, went to bed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how could you do that right now? I'm like, my ass would be on fire.
And your ass would get used to being on fire, probably, if you eat that much. Like, I bought the Budok ramen packets. If you ever, like, ramen, but they got, like, that really hot sauce. I still got a packet if you want it. You want to try it. That shit is fucking hot, dude.
You can check it out.
Yeah. But I learned a way to make it. Like, I looked up, like, videos on how to make, like, good ramen soup. Because I'm like, well, I'm going to make ramen. I want to, give it a little panache. Not make it just like, oh, it's sock water with fucking pasta.
Sock water.
Yeah.
Nice.
Beef sock water or chicken sock water. But, yeah, no. The trick is you cook it like mac and cheese.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. And you get it, like, all nice and, like, thick and that shit makes it good. And with those Budok ones, since I'm not that big on the spicy, the first time I dropped the whole pack, I couldn't, like, I barely finished it, and I was like, oh my god, my stomach hurts. But I tried, like, every time I do a little bit less, and I'm like, oh, and then I always throw in my mix of, like, lime. I throw in some fucking Valentina to give it that, like, salty spice.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like, the salty spice. And I throw some soy sauce, some Maggi if I got Maggi. And then, and then you're good to go. The last time I made a taco, I was like, this is not as spicy as it was before, but it's better. You're getting better at it. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm a work in progress. I'm learning to cook ramen. Like, I make the shit the way I like it, I told her one time I used to make killer fucking drunk sandwiches. And, vanilla cheese?
Yeah.
One time I was so fucked up at my buddy's house. We had just come home from the club and it was like 3 a.m. I was like, dude, I'm fucking hungry. So what do you got in the fridge? So he's like, I got vanilla cheese, I got avocados, I got ham, I got bread. I'm making a sandwich, dude. I made a fucking big ass sandwich. It had the bread, and then it was like a bread, but like it was all panela cheese. It was like huge, and then avocado, cheese, mustard. Dude, good drunk sandwiches. Gotta get your levels back up from all the beer.
Sometimes I miss eating sandwiches.
Yeah.
Not
Anyway,
really.
man,
Not really.
Big 4-0.
Yep.
What does it feel like to be 40? I mean,
I don't know. I'm not there yet.
I'm gonna be there next year.
I don't know. I don't know it just yet, but I know my back hurts. So,
well, let's talk about some of the best birthdays you've had.
Some of the best birthdays.
Yes, the ones that you were like, oh my god, I remember this birthday was awesome.
Well, I mean,
don't. Well, never mind.
What?
Oh, that's the birthday my kids were born. I was like, yeah, of course, dude. But they'll be like, I remember your birthday in like fucking 2002, 2001.
Oh yeah, those birthday parties, dude, were some
those
of the
are
best.
pretty sick.
When it comes to just being like birthdays for like me and not like my kids and stuff. Oh yeah, those birthdays were fun, dude. Those at my sister's house having those parties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those were something else, man.
Shout out to Aaron and Michelle.
Yes.
I remember when your dad was at that one too. Earlier in the night, didn't he? He took off right after a while.
No, he stayed.
Did he stay?
They all
really?
stayed, dude.
When they were wrestling outside the fucking.
Oh no, that wasn't a birthday party. That was just a party.
Was that just a party? I thought
Yeah, that was not a birthday party.
When all the fucking wrestlers and football players showed up?
That was just a party. That was just a get together, dude. There was no fighting at my birthday parties.
Well, we were not in the fighting. They were like, "Oh, I'm a better wrestler than you."
Yeah.
No, my testosterone is higher than yours.
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh my god, somebody's gonna go Super Saiyan right now."
No, that was just a regular party. That wasn't a birthday party.
Oh my god, dude! I think those dudes were juicing.
Probably.
Yeah, I think they were. I don't know though. Do they test high schoolers for juice?
Yeah, one guy that was. Oh god, I think we were sophomores, and he was a junior or a senior. He got expelled from school
for juicing.
Yeah.
You get expelled for that shit?
Yeah, it's illegal.
Is it?
Steroids at that time? Well, steroids
at that time.
Yeah, they still are illegal.
Are they really?
Unless you have to get a prescription for some of them.
Oh, I got a bad cough. Oh, I got a bad cold. Steroids. That's what they do now.
Yeah, but yeah, the one dude, I forgot his name, but yeah, he got expelled.
Well, you wouldn't want to do a name drop anyway.
No, I don't know his name. I don't remember his name.
I'm just saying.
I just remember he was a monster.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a couple of big boys where we went to high school.
Yeah.
Big fucking dudes.
And then there was one really big guy that turned out to be a really big guy. A little flamboyant.
Really?
Yeah.
Was he the redhead?
No.
Okay. I thought, because he always struck me like he might have gone that way, but I guess not.
No. He was a big boy. Big running back. He graduated, I think, a year or two before we did.
Nah. I don't remember all those dudes. They're probably in the football picture I got.
Yeah, he was a monster. He was fast and strong, and now he's...
Probably on the juice.
No, he's part of the community.
Oh, he's part of the alphabet people.
Yes.
So what's your birthdays that you remember the most?
Well, 16 was a good one.
Yeah.
18 was a good one.
Was I here for 18? I think I was.
I think you were.
Yeah, because I moved away when I was 18, so you turned 18 before I did, so yeah.
Yep. And then I didn't do anything on my 21st birthday. I was working.
Yeah, we did something, because I remember I came up. It wasn't for your birthday, but since I had missed a couple, I know I made it up and we went to that bar that your mom used to work on Archer.
Yeah, and you had your expired ID. And it was like, we were just like, it was me, you, Phil, and Bubba.
Yeah.
Because, we went and played. It wasn't for my birthday.
No, it
was cold outside.
Yeah, it was
because we went and played poker at Bubba's house.
Yeah, that was,
and he was trying to mac it on some chick.
He's always trying to mac it on
some chick. But it was just gross.
But,
it's nasty.
Yeah, we went to that bar on Archer. Is that bar even still there?
It's still there. It's under a different name.
I took a trip down memory lane the other day. We went to a show in Navy Pier. They have the projectors and shit. We took Allison to that, and on the way back, I think I was gonna meet you afterwards. Yeah, it was the last time we were here. So we went to that before, and I told her, I was like, well, we got time. I was like, you mind if I go check on the old house really quick? I was like, you want to see where I grew up? Even though you've seen it before. She's like, whatever. And I was like, cool. So I drove past the house, and I was like, oh, man, I used to live there, man. I lived there for a long time. And I saw some of the old houses that I used to hang out with, with the people in the block. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, man, I remember. I remember Chris's mom, she passed away now, but I was like, man, I spent a lot of time at that house. Like, I hung out with those girls a lot when I was little. And then I told her, I was like, oh, this is where Phil used to live. And then we got out of Deep Summit, and I took Archer, and I was like, instead of jumping on 55, I was like, I'm going to jump on Archer. And I was like, hey, do you want to see my high school where I went to high school? So we drove past Archer, and I was telling her, I was like, oh, man, this street, or down 63rd, I told her, I was like, they used to closed the street down on homecoming day for the parade, and they had us walk down the street with our fucking jerseys, and it was like a big deal. And she was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, oh my god, dude. I was having all these flashbacks and having such a nostalgic moment. She's just like, oh, and I was like, oh, and there's Fireman's Pub. We used to sneak over there once in a while. And that Nicky's isn't there anymore. It's Ruby's or something now. I was like, oh my god, dude, this place is the same, but it hasn't. It's changed, but it's the same kind of deal.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this takes me back. Takes me back.
Yeah, dude, I've been there. I haven't gone back in a while.
But anyway, 16,
and I'm glad I got out of there.
Yeah, dude, but it's nice to remember stuff, Yeah. It's like it's like when Joe Rogan was talking about Joey Diaz during the COVID. You can't forget your roots. You can't forget your roots, Joe Rogan. How he was doing shitty places for shows. But anyway, so 16, 18, 21 you were working.
And I don't really remember, dude, any of the other ones.
They're just
Nothing,
like,
nothing really stuck out as being like
you're just like,
insanely memorable. Like I had moments where it'd be like a really nice dinner, or you know,
yeah.
going to when we went and saw Impractical Jokers.
Oh yeah, that was what, 5 years ago?
Yeah,
6 years
and
ago?
that was I bought that for my birthday.
I paid you for my ticket.
No, I bought it.
No, you didn't. I paid you for my ticket.
No, you didn't. Yeah, I did.
Yes,
You bought the beer.
It was expensive beer too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I remember when I took my Jetta, and I was like, "You're driving back, son."
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you should have just stayed.
That was a good night.
And you continue drinking and drinking and drinking.
Yeah, a little something brown sugar. That's a stay at home and drink it beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might pass out on your way to bed.
Yeah, then other than that, dude, there was really not that many. Like, I don't know. I never really cared about my birthday, especially it being in December.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really want to go do something and freeze my ass off. You know?
I could see that. Well, you could do like, have you ever heard of like half birthdays? Well, people who have birthdays like in winter months, they do it like, oh, well, I'm going to do it like 6 months after or 6 months before, whatever you want to say.
That's stupid.
Because, like, well.
Oh, actually, here. For my birthday a couple years ago, I did pay to go down to San Antonio. That was cool. I did that for my birthday.
I remember when we went on that trip.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I like that. That was a good time.
Yeah, you sent me pictures of the cat or the
Riverwalk?
The Riverwalk, yeah.
Yeah, that place is cool. So yeah, that was another good birthday. But I like to keep things just low key and just I don't like the big, flashy whatever thing for my birthday. Like it's just another day.
Yeah.
I'm 40 years old. I don't care.
Yeah. Does it make you like sad? Not sad, but it's just like, to me, it feels like a little bit depressing that like we don't care anymore about it. Like every time, like every year, Tyler's like, "Oh, what do you want to do for your birthday? Should we do this? Should we do that?" I'm like, I just want to fucking hang out, dude. Like I want, like you know what I want? I want to have to do nothing. That's what I want. Like Office Space. Like what was the dude's name? Fucking Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you want to do? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Like I just want peace. I want nobody to bother me. And if I want something, like I want a beer or like to be ready. Like I just like, do I want to? Yes. Can you have it ready? Yes.
See, I wouldn't even want that. I'd just be like, hey, just leave me alone.
Well, yeah, no, it's that, but it's like you're gonna get hungry at some point.
Or like, like, hey, I want the morning to myself, and then we can go do whatever.
Yeah.
And then have like a nice dinner. And I'm completely fine with that, dude. Like, it's a good night for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, just like a nice, easy, chill date. That's like, she's gone out of her way to like have nice birthday parties for me here at the house. Because mine's in September, so it's like still nice out.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been, like, I've had a lot of fun. And they're memorable. I remember, and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't expect this. This is great. But if you ask me, what do you want? Yeah, I just want to be kind of like,
mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the older I get, I'm even more like, why?
Well, it's 4-0, dude. It's a new decade.
The good thing though is I don't feel 40.
That's good.
And I don't look 40 either.
No, you don't. You look 39 and 363 days.
Yeah, whatever. I still get carded for stuff, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
And it's funny when I get carded and then they look at my driver's license and they're like, no. I'm like, yeah.
Dude, I still get carded sometimes too when I shave. Like I had to shave, I told you, because we had the air thing at work. I had to shave for the mask. And I stopped at the Speedway on Route 30 on my way to work. And I wasn't even getting alcohol. I got Rogues, and I got carded for Rogues. And I was like, here's my ID. And they're like, okay. I was like,
well, I like the one right by my house. The lady's like, she's like, I know your age, but it's policy. I have to scan your ID. I'm like, I don't care. It's like, well, she's like, I know who you are. I know exactly what you want. And I'm like, it's no big deal. It's all right. You're a regular. No, because she's like, there's only you and one other guy that wants Rogues. So I know when you come in and you do this, you're looking for him. So I have him ready for you.
Yeah.
She's like, I was all out of the peppermint, and all I had was spearmint. I'm like, oh, okay.
Spearmint's good, dude. It's like minty.
It is, but I just like the peppermint's just kind of easier.
I did try the peppermint with coffee.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
That shit was good.
That would destroy me if I took a sip of coffee.
Oh. After a few pouches throughout the day, I'm like, oh, when I get home, I'm going to destroy that bathroom.
Yeah. If I ever really want to cut weight really bad, I'm just going to go chug some coffee. I'll be about 10 pounds lighter.
That sucks that you can't.
I love the smell of it.
Oh, yeah.
I love the smell. I tried it once, and as soon as I tried it,
dude,
I regretted it.
If you ever, like, even the smell of Brazilian coffee, it's so good, but it also is very powerful.
Yeah.
Like, it makes me feel like you drinking regular coffee. I'd be like, whoa, I'll be right back.
I can only imagine if that was like Cuban coffee.
Brazilian.
Comes in the little tiny cup.
Yeah. But yeah, Brazilian coffee's good too, though. They need to make a coffee beer. There is, I know.
I was going to be like, they have plenty of coffee beers, man.
I'm not going to talk about another beer. While we're drinking cold time, talking about old times.
Yes. What about you? What are some of your favorite birthday?
My favorite birthday moments? My highlights?
Yeah. I know one.
Which one?
When you brought me and Phil back together.
Oh, that was a good birthday too.
You got fucked up.
I got fucked up, but you guys were kind of there too.
Well, yeah.
Dude, I remember that night. You came over with a 24-pack of Tecate Light, and you're like, this is pregame, son. And we drank most of it before Phil got here.
I think we drank all of it before he got here.
The full 24-pack?
I'm pretty sure we did.
I thought we had like 2 left
maybe
over.
Maybe there was
because he
two
drank like 1 or 2 here, and then we took off.
So yeah, we drank all of those except for 2. Because then we told him he was driving.
Yeah. And then we went to Tap House. We got beer there, and then we stopped at Mojo's or...
Yeah, we went to Mojo's because of
What's
all
the
the
one
different
next to
shots.
Uptown?
Uptown.
Did we do Uptown? Or
No, we went to Mojo's for all the shots.
And that's where we got the white chinas or whatever?
All the different ones. The bomb pops and everything you can think of. We're like, oh, keep going. Keep going.
I was like, well, you're paying, so... that was a good one. Yeah, that was pre-marriage and all that. Not to say that I didn't have good birthdays when I was married. Like, I remember one... The good thing I remember was, like, my past couple birthdays... Not this last one. This last one was kind of a whatever birthday. But I got to spend it with the kiddo and the wife and my mom. That was good.
Okay.
But
this one, don't mean to change the subject. This can was way better than the first can.
Okay.
Don't know what it is about it, but it's like crisper. And just, maybe, I don't know, there's something about it.
It does taste a little different now.
Like to me.
I don't know if it needs to breathe or what. So, yeah, but like the first birthdays after I got married, Talia's family came up and my family came over. So we had like a big party out in the gazebo until Talia organized everything. And those were fun. They were fun. Because, like, I took vacation, so I wasn't working. I generally don't really work on my birthday because it's like around Labor Day. So, and I'm like, I'm going to take the day off. I picked that up from my brother. Take the day off on your birthday, dude. It's your fucking birthday. Fuck work. You get a paycheck, work will be there tomorrow. But yeah, those are good birthdays. That one with you and Phil was a really good birthday. I remember that one. I've had a couple other ones like down in Mexico where my grandparents have a ranch. I told you about that a couple times. I remember one specific birthday. I had different circles of friends because I had my friends from like when I grew up down there. I had friends from school down there, and just like family friends and shit like that, cousins. And we're like, well, it's a big party, so we made like a big party. There was probably like close to 50 or 75 people there. And my cousin's husband, we had have you ever had discada?
Mm-hmm.
So you get this big pot. It's like a steel pot.
Okay.
And a lot of people use, propane to heat it up. Logs, baby. Wood's the way to go. You throw some lard on there, get it all buttered up. Then you start throwing in some veggies, let them cook. And you start throwing in some meats. Then you mix it all up. You throw some chipotle sauce, like a can of chipotle, not the fucking chunky one. You just want the sauce. That's the style, bro. You throw in some fucking beef. You throw in some pork. You throw in some bacon. You throw some chicken if you want. It's like basically like a big beefy stew, and you just use that to feed like 75 people. He made 2 of those big fuckers. They're good. And I remember my uncles were there too. They're not my blood uncles, but they're my aunt married, and her brothers. So I grew up knowing them, and they were always like I always knew them as my uncle, Uncle Juan, Uncle Pepe, Uncle Raul. You know, they like some of them came up, and they're like old timey drinkers. They're like, look at all these kids, and they're like, we're going to the ranch. I was like, yeah, we're going to the ranch. I was like, come through. They're like, all right, we're fucking going. So I'm like, there's gonna be a bunch of fucking kids there. They're like, I don't care, man. We're gonna get fucked up because they loved going there too. So that birthday was awesome. One of my uncles ended up. We had this room. It was my parents' room, like our family room. It's got this huge king size bed. It's got another like bed in there. It's like a queen size, and it had a crib with like the side open. One of my uncles ended up in the crib. He fell asleep there. Like everybody was trying to find where to sleep. Like everybody was spread out everywhere. And yeah, that was a fucking good birthday. I remember that one. Like my aunts came too. It was a good time. Everybody thought it was gonna be like some fucking like teen ravers. Like, nah, dude, everybody's coming. We had fucking music. I think one of my friends got a trio, which is like a dude with an accordion and 2 dudes with guitars, and they came and they played like traditional music there for like an hour. You paid them and they fucking come and play. So it was a good time. That was a really good birthday. I'm trying to remember other than that, just like run of the mill, like, hey, we're going out to the bar, to the club, and let's hang out. Like, they're memorable because you remember them, I guess. Yeah. But the ones that I like the most are that one at the ranch, the ones that Talia's had for me here, the one with you and Phil. That was a really good one. That was fucking got your fucking guys back together. I was like, I'm getting the band back together. Your dad always said, are you guys getting the band back together? I love that shit when Mike says that. Yep. Are you guys getting the band back together? The band that never practiced, the band that never played, the band that had only a name.
Yes. We had a name, man. We had a name, but yeah, it was a strong name.
It was a strong name.
We had a really good following for no music.
Yeah. We did.
The band that never was.
The band that never was and never will be.
Exactly.
You never know.
Well, people that were wanting to be in that band.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to some of those people.
Dude, I remember even with the whole, speaking of that, I remember when it was right before I left to Mexico. They're like, look, dude, we went out to some fucking cafe because it was like the thing, those like coffee places.
Oh, didn't we go to,
it was on 79th and something.
Yeah, we went to, wasn't it Zandos or X&O's or whatever?
Something like that. And it was me and we were like, all right, guys, we can do this for real. And you were all like about it. And I was like, I don't know, man. I was like thinking about it. And I remember Phil and I were like, well, we went and talked to the Marines. We might go to the Marines, dude. And then I was like, I'm going to Mexico. Sorry, dude. 9/11 happened 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Man, we're done with that shit. But, yeah. Those were my most memorable birthdays.
Those are good times.
Yeah. They were really good times, dude. The band that never was. Jesus. That was a good one.
I remember you would do all the drawings.
Oh,
you would draw us like caricatures and stuff.
Oh, dude, I did that up to a few years ago, still with like other shit, like at work or with friends. I have a picture of where I drew all the friends that I would hang out with in Mexico. And they were all like, oh my God, dude, how are you, like, where do you come up with this shit? Because they all knew who they were, even though they were fucking like animated characters. I was like, because they all have their details, you know? So, kind of like those guys right there. Even though I didn't make those are from pictures. They're edited, made into caricatures. Your eyes look like fucking demon eyes.
I know, I do look like a demon in there.
Yeah. You look like,
and it's like a reverse part, too, because my hair goes the other way.
It was probably how the picture was taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how I got the picture out. And I had to edit all that other stuff out. I mean,
At least I think my hair. Yeah, my hair.
I think I did a pretty decent job.
No, actually, no. That might be the way my hair grows. I don't know.
To your right? Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
If you look into the camera.
Yeah, that's what I was doing for a second.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, let me double check that real quick.
Yeah. The one at your birthday at Practical Jokers was fun too, though. I remember because they had that all like footage they couldn't show on the TV show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I like those guys.
Yeah.
All that stuff was good, dude. I don't, you know, actually that year, dude, we did a lot of partying that year.
Who's we?
That December, me and you.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, we did that. Then we had that New Year's Eve. Right after that.
Yeah. Well, we went to White Castle on New Year's Eve, dude, too. At like 3 in the morning, and there was people working. I was like, oh my God, they have to work on New Year's Eve? That sucks.
I know.
I feel bad for those people. But then again, I'm like, either they don't have a choice. A lot of them do it because they get paid like a lot of money for it in those days. Like, we went to
that's why I worked mostly all the holidays.
Well, if they gave me the option to work, I'd probably be like, nah, fuck it. If you're going to pay me like triple time, sure.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Fogo for Talia's birthday on Thanksgiving because her birthday lands on Thanksgiving. And it was fucking packed. Like, I was surprised that we had a reservation and we still had to wait like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It was so packed. But the turkey was so good. Everything was good. We got the experience thing where they just bring all the meats. And I was like, I'm drinking water. I was like, I'm not making the same mistake I did last time. She got a Diet Coke, and I was like, you're making a mistake.
I didn't even go up to the salad bar.
She did, and she got like sprouts, like a couple things, but that was it. They brought like this cheese, and they put honey on it. Yeah.
Well, they have the cheese puff still, right?
They didn't. No, they brought this like it was like fuck, I'm trying to think what kind of cheese it is. It was like a poofy one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like a cheese puff.
They cut it up in squares.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they brought it out and they put honey on it. And I was like you could do it with or without the honey. So I was like, I've never tried it with honey. It was good. It was really good. So we had some sprouts. They brought us like mashed potatoes. They brought us like cooked plantains.
Mm-hmm.
Some like really thick fries. Like, they were all over. I was like, dude, they're getting their fucking tip, dude. They made it worth it. Like, as soon as my glass of water was like this low, they were like, oh, yes. That's fucking service, dude.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years since I've been there. I got a gift certificate to go. I have a $100 gift certificate.
There you go. Now you just need another 100. Well, we went there for her birthday. We'd gone a year or two before too, because we try to change it up. Like, it's either there, we do Cooper's Hawk, or Papa Do's. But Papa Do's kind of declined.
Yeah,
I remember they used to be so good. Not the last 2 times I went, I was like, it's okay. A lobster, surf and turf though. Good. I'm getting hungry, dude.
Did you eat dinner?
No.
Oh, you should.
I haven't eaten since 12:30.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I made meatball subs for the boys.
Nice.
Homemade.
Nice.
And I ate like 6 meatballs. So.
Yeah. I might make me some udon ramen.
Do the challenge like, oh, it's so spicy.
Yeah. No. If I make the shit, I'm gonna enjoy it.
Put the cheese in there.
I got have you ever tried the mac and cheese for the Cheetos ones though?
No.
Dude.
I made them. I made the flaming hot and it came out disgusting.
Yeah, no. Do the jalapeno one. The green box. That's where it's fucking at. The purple one's good too. But the jalapeno one, every time if I have one here, awesome. I'll use it and then I'm like, I gotta go buy another one and have it like in reserve. This shit is good, dude. It is so good.
See, I don't eat pasta, so.
Well, that's because you're not a fat boy like me.
I don't eat pasta. I don't eat bread.
I need the carb load, man. I burn off calories.
I'll eat potatoes every once in a while.
Potatoes are good. when I went to this is a mea culpa, but I was like, I stopped to get gas in Oswego, and I was like, is that a Freddy's?
Freddy's is good too.
I was like, I wonder if they drive. I was like, I don't want to eat too much because if I get home, I was like, I still want to have dinner. But I was like, I'm gonna get me some chili cheese fries. And they were so sloppy too. I was like, oh, this is so great.
But they're like the shoestring ones, right?
Yeah.
Nice, yeah. I'm not sure.
Well, they can't all be Carl's Jr. or Hardee's. Those are fucking best chili cheese fries I've ever had. I think.
Actually, the best chili cheese fries I've ever had was Lindy's Gertie's.
Mm-hmm.
That was in the city, right down Archer. That place, dude. Oh, that was so good.
You know what I do every now and then? Especially when it's cold. Like if I go to Wendy's, I'll get my meal, and I'm like, and throw in a small or a large chili.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get that, and I'll just grab my fries, and I'm like,
dude, I get their like chili cheese baked potato.
At Wendy's?
Yeah.
Their chili is good, man.
Oh yeah.
I like how you find them chunks of burger in there.
Dude, that's like one of my favorite fast food places.
Yeah. We've had this conversation.
And I like Burger King too.
Yeah. I remember I called you one time and you're like, hey man, what's up? You called me back because you didn't answer and you're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm on my way to Burger King, man. I've been craving a Whopper for like 2 weeks. And it just never went. I was like, you know what? I'm over a fucking Whopper, dude. And I love their chicken sandwich too. It's the shit.
The original or the tender crisp ones? Or
no, the original. Because I'm not a big mayo guy, but for some reason, the mayo, lettuce, and that chicken, like strip or whatever it is so good, dude.
Oh, I know. That was one of the things I used to always get there.
Mm-hmm.
And when it was like freshly made and you bit into it and that grease just like burned your mouth, but you're like, oh,
and it was all like dripping on the side a little bit. Yeah.
See, I get 2 of the Bacon Kings.
Okay.
So their version of the Baconator.
Mm-hmm.
I get 2 of those, which is like 4 Whopper patties and like 18 strips of bacon.
Dude, you know what's crazy? When I found out about every fast food has a secret menu, and I found out that they had the rodeo burger year round, I was like, oh, it's on Burger King. You just went up a little bit in my list.
Oh yeah, Emmett loves the rodeo burger.
Rodeo burger's the shit, dude. I think Hardee's or Carl's Jr. call it the Texan burger, rodeo Texan burger. That's good because they got the Angus beef on it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Then you can get the McGangbang from McDonald's.
McCuna?
The McGangbang.
What's that?
It's a McDouble and a McChicken put together.
Oh no.
Oh, it's good, dude.
Dude, I tried their like Big Mac chicken one. No. No. That's an abomination, dude.
Or you could get the Sea, Air, and Land burger.
No.
Which
that just sounds disgusting.
It's a the fish sandwich,
filet of fish,
a McChicken, and a double cheeseburger put together.
Ugh.
Yeah,
you're just asking for trouble now.
That's brutal. But if you want to save a lot of money, you just get a McDouble with mac sauce, and it saves you like $3.
I like their McDoubles. Like now when I go and I'm like, because I got pretty, I don't want to say sick, but I got pretty kind of like, I always get the quarter pounder because it's their best burger. And I'm just like, nah, you know what? I'm going to get the number 7, which is the 2 small cheeseburgers and a McDouble. Because if they fucked up, because if they swapped out the McDouble with the 2 little burgers for 2 McDoubles, that'd be a banger fucking meal, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a banger, in my eyes.
But it would be like $14.
No. It'd be like fucking $10, $12.
That's insane, dude.
Well, I mean, the insane thing is, I remember when I used to go to Wendy's like 10 years ago, and it was like, oh, your order is a meal, large, and you got some extra shit. It's going to be $9.12.
Dude, I remember.
Now it's like the same shit. It's like, oh, it's $16. I'm like,
I remember going to Taco Bell, and Taco Bell was like the poor man's fucking buffet. When you can go in there and get like
50
10
tacos.
Like you get 10 tacos and this, that, and the other, and it was like $10.
10 tacos, a large Mountain Dew.
Or like Arby's with the 5 for $5.
Yeah. Oh, I remember the 5 for 5. We had, well, I had it down the street.
Yeah.
Hanover.
That's the one that I would go to when my band would practice at Ben Johnson's house, dude.
Fuck
We would-
Ben Johnson.
You hate Dan Johnson.
Both of them.
Not Ben.
Yeah, it's not Ben's fault that it's his brother. Anyway,
Yeah.
continue.
But we would go there, and we would get, like, we put our money together, and there was, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what, 6 of us? So we'd each put in $5 and get fucking 30 sandwiches
Jeez.
and just go to town, dude.
So let's get a case of fucking Arby's.
Yeah, man, and you get the horsey sauce and the Arby's sauce, put that together and slap it on there.
Oh, no, not the horsey sauce.
Oh, I love the horsey sauce, dude.
No, sir.
Oh,
not
yeah.
for me. Their jamoke shake, though.
They're what?
Jamoke shake?
Oh.
That shit's good. It's like a chocolate shake.
I like the orange one that they had. That one was good too.
Speaking of which, I got their custard shake at Freddy's when I got those chili cheesers. I was like, oh man, this is match made in heaven.
Oh man,
I was talking about it at work this morning because I was telling my partner, I was like, dude, I stopped at Freddy's and chili cheese fries and blah, blah, blah. Where was it? Yesterday when we were getting out. And my superintendent was like, oh, chili cheese fries, huh? I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Chili cheese fries are where it's at, dude.
I like Freddy's. Freddy's is pretty good.
Yeah. It's a little bit... I think it's a little overpriced, but it's not bad.
I like it because it's a less greasy Culver's.
The one thing I don't like is that they have those burgers and they smash them. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm like, I like my beef with some
but
girth.
Smash burgers are the things too.
No.
That's the new thing.
No, not for me.
Smash burgers are what everybody wants.
No, sir.
Yeah, I'll get their stuff in like a lettuce wrap, and that's the only lettuce wrap that I had where they actually like wrap the burger right to eat it, instead of as soon as you take one bite, it like falls to pieces.
Yeah. That's what I hate when a burger gets messy. Like I love the Big Mac, but like 2 bites in, the thing starts to fall apart on the ass end of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, how do I eat this fucking thing?
Well, and they're so tiny now.
Yeah.
They're nowhere near the size that they used to be.
Dude, like the Filet-O-Fish, I checked out the bun. It's like this big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when we were kids, and we would go to Burger King and get a Whopper, and that thing, like, when they put it in the bag, it looked like it was like this fucking big. It'd just be like, there's your food, and you're like, oh my god, how am I gonna eat this?
I'll tell you this. I've probably had one of the biggest burgers there is. It was this place in Mexico. It was called ATM. It was a toda madre. And it was behind the news channel. They had this place. And we had to eat it between 3 of us. The thing was like the size of a pizza. And it was an actual hamburger. They brought it out. It looked like a hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to cut it up like pizza. And the best thing was, I remember this. Because one of the guys that we were with, like, we all knew we could eat. And we knew we were going to smash that thing. But, like, I finished mine, and one of the other guys, this guy Ether, or Chino, we used to call him Chino because his hair was curly, he was about to finish his, and Poncho, my one buddy that I always tell you about, he's the one that was a slow eater, but we're like, he's going to smash that thing. And we all had, like, 2 slices, and he was, like, still on his first one, and I was already done. And I'm like, oh my god, is that so-and-so? And he turned around, and I was like, give me that bitch. Arr! And I started biting, and he's like, oh, you motherfucker. The other dude was fucking dying. So that was a good time. But that burger was the size of a pizza, dude. Diameter-wise. It was a big fucking burger. And nothing like a street burger. Street burgers are good, too.
Nothing like a homemade burger.
Homemade burgers are good.
I like just making mine at home on the grill, dude, or in the cast iron. It's so much better.
Do you make the patties yourself?
Mm-hmm.
No, I buy them. I don't have that much time.
No, because I gotta season. I season it, then I make the patties, and then I season them.
Have you ever gone to that market on 59 that has like burgers there? Like they have like the Route 66 and some other types. They're pre-made. It's by that Wajuco place or whatever, the Mexican joint.
Wajuco.
Yeah. What's the? I'm trying to remember. Here, I'll find it.
Like, what the hell's Wajuco?
Let's see. Maps. Where's Maps? Google Maps.
Are you talking about Tischler's?
It might be on. I'm gonna get us there really quick. So we are. We're gonna have to edit this out.
Down there.
Yeah.
We're down.
Oh.
Nope.
Yeah, we're right here somewhere.
Nope. Down. There you go. There's Butler Road. There's airport.
There's 55. Where's 59? Right here. 59.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So.
Yeah, it's Tischler's. I think.
No. Where's a Lockport at? Here we go. So it's in one of these little plazas right here.
Oh, those are houses. You need to go south more.
You know the little plaza I'm talking about,
Mhm.
like right by the cemetery?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Habanero.
Okay, yeah, it's Tischler's.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't see Tischler's on here.
Yeah, it's gonna be up. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. It's like in there.
Okay, so yeah, if it's that one, then yeah. Yeah, they have pre-made burgers and they're like seasoned differently or prepared differently. We bought them, I think, one time for. I forgot, we went to my brother's house, but we had a couple of them. We got some like some of the spicier ones because me and my brother went to get them. We're like, do you want to get just like one for you and me, or do you want to get some like extras in case somebody else wants them? They're fucking good, dude. I suggest you try it. You don't have time to make them yourself, and you want to try them.
Yeah.
Might be a good time for you. But yeah,
I know. I like making my own.
if
I know what I put into them. Like I've been chopping up bacon and putting bacon in there too.
Mm-hmm.
That turned out pretty good.
Yeah. I always had this theory that us men, usually when you hit a certain age, and I told this to a bunch of people, and they're like, you're not fucking wrong, dude. You either get into cooking and like smoking and all that shit, like smoking meats and all that, or you get into cars.
Yeah.
And like rebuilding like old shit.
I'm definitely in the smoker / cooking range.
Yep. Me, I don't fall into either one of those categories. I guess like the building shit, because I like to build stuff, but not like a car. I'm not going to invest in a beater and fucking like, oh, I'm going to restore this to its former glory because I'm like, I don't have the time.
Yeah, I just like to eat. So
Yeah.
I'll smoke stuff all day and then be like, all right, I'm gonna eat it all.
Yeah, but those are like generally us men when we grew up, you fall into one of those two categories. There's exceptions, but generally, correct me if I'm wrong, those
You're
are
right.
the two. All right, let me kill this, and you want to bust out the Old Red?
Yeah.
Do we still have Old Red?
I think there is still a little bit of Old Red. Oh yeah, there's enough. Oh, there's plenty.
We got to kill that. We got the 3 generations upstairs still.
Yeah, we got a Cabo Wabo.
Fuck that noise.
Wait, what else do we got in here? Oh, we got that espresso martini.
Do you want to try that?
No.
I think that would go better with like a stout.
You know what I would want to do?
What?
So before we end the season with you going out of town, we should do like a Christmassy episode.
Well, we don't do seasons, sir.
Well, no, our season because
the
we're
year.
going out of town for the year.
Yeah.
Like the end of the season.
The end of the year.
The end of the podcasting season for us. But I was saying, we should do that for the Christmas episode.
Yeah, we could do that. With a nice, how about we do this? For that episode, you buy whatever beer you want to drink, and I'll buy whatever beer I want to drink. And it'll be the, unless you want to, if you can get your hands on the Mr. and Mrs. Claus Rudolph the Reindeer beers.
Yeah, I'll try to find that.
Yes, those.
Yes.
Those are good.
If I can find that, I will definitely pick those up. Actually, I'll go looking for that tomorrow.
Those are fucking legit.
I will definitely go looking for that because that...
I feel stupid not remembering the fucking, what was it? Was that, what brewery was that?
I can look it up real quick.
Well, we'll
whatever it is, we will find it. I'll try to find it. And we will have that hopefully next week.
Yeah. Or in 2 weeks. We could try to knock out 2 next week. Or anyway, good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed our company today. And cheers. Cheers.
So
Happy pre and post birthday, dude.
good. Thanks, man.